us begin, gentle seekers and witches. Hootiful greetings, gentle seekers and witches, to Hecate's Library of Mystical Arts. If you're new to this video library, this is my way of greeting to you. If you are a returning gentle seeker or witch, thank you so much for checking out another video book to expand your plethora of wisdom. Allow me to bewitch your mind. I am called José Pablo. I am a professional witch who specializes in divination, the mystical arts, and libers. Today's video book is lesson number 2, The Boss, a lesson in choosing a deck. I created this method back in 2020, back when the world fell apart and things were bought in bulk or things were bought impulsively. I wanted to be mindful of my purchases, so I created this acronym to help me ground myself and learn about my purchases. I wanted to be smart about it. So I figured this is a great way to help other gentle seekers and witches be more mindful of their purchases for the future. Now, keep in mind, this is very subjective. Everyone has a different way of choosing a deck, from energies to let's see the cards, to even from just researching a deck. Before we go further into the video book, let's explore the card of the day. The card of the day is brought to you by Tarot Apocalypse. This is created by Eric C. Dunn with additional information from Kim Huygens. Like in all my videos, I shuffle the deck before we begin, so that way it is ready to go for you gentle seekers and witches. Let us draw the card. Oh. This is not good. I don't need to hear this lesson. But maybe it's for all of us. Maybe somebody is struggling with this. Okay. Here it goes. Today's card of the day is the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse position. According to my esoteric knowledge, the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse position indicates to us that we are too dependable on other people. We are so close to achieving our goals, whether that means independence, being wealthy, having that perfect body, that work and play balance. Whatever your goal was for the physical world, you are so close. So, let me just push you. Like, really push you to get what you want. Because you're that close. But you're not seeing it. You feel like you're not ready for it. You are ready for it. Don't give up. You are that much closer than you were before. Gentle seekers and witches, let us go back to the year of 2020. If you recall, 2020 was a year of chaos. A lot of things was going on during that time. People were buying things out of bulk. People were buying things unnecessarily. People were buying things impulsively. And there was people getting into things that probably did not work for them, but they want to belong. They wanted to feel connections so badly that they were diving into things that probably did not understood. I remember back in 2020 that I was thinking maybe I should start this library because I have a couple decks I wanted to share with the world, and I wanted to be experienced in the mystical arts world, if you may. However, I too wanted every deck I saw on Llewellyn Worldwide, on US Game Incorporation, there were so many places and they had so many decks, and I was like, I want it. But then I remember, there has to be a way. I created this method, this 7-step method, or acronym if you will, called The Boss. I want gentle seekers and witches, such as yourself, watching this video, to feel empowered, because you are the boss of your own domain. You are the boss of your own life. You are the boss of what decisions get made. You dictate how your life goes. Fate can give you so much, but you make the decisions, and that alters your fate, one way or the other. You are the boss. Okay. So, let's go through this acronym. The boss, which stands for theme, help, energy, base, ownership, simplicity, storytelling. The boss. We'll go through each letter, and I will ask you a thought-provoking question when you pick up those deck of cards, or when you see those deck of cards. It doesn't matter if it's tarot, oracle, playing cards, La Baraja Española, Lenormand, Kipper, I can go on. But let's just say, for example, it's a deck that you want, but think about this carefully. Everyone has a different way of doing things. Some people just buy automatically. Some people do research. Some people look through cards, like their favorite cards. Some people pick up the energy and want to feel what it feels like. It doesn't matter how you pick up your deck of cards. But this is a new way to think about it. And I want you, gentle seekers and witches, to think about this rationally and emotionally at the same time. Have a wise mind, if you will, about how you pick your deck of cards. Let us begin, gentle seekers and witches. The first letter is T, for theme. What theme are you going for in your deck? Now, I bet you're thinking to yourself, well, José Pablo, I don't know what a theme is. Fret not. Let us explore that. A theme is something very ambiguous or very direct. What do I mean by that? Let's go a little bit further. Ambiguous is something like love, friendship, happiness, or darkness. Those are something very unclear because everyone has a different definition of those words. There's other words too, but those are just examples. Direct is something that is right there on the deck. So for example, if you're looking for something with mermaids, the Mermaid Tarot by Lisa Robertson and illustrated by Julie Dillon will be a great fit. If you're looking for an animal deck, maybe you're looking at Spirit Animal Oracle created by Colette Baron-Reid. Or maybe you're looking for something with Magna, if you will. The Mystical Magna Tarot by Barb Moore and illustrated by Ran. That's a good fit too, that theme, if you will. So it doesn't matter what the theme is, it has to be a theme that you connect with deep in your heart. Okay? H, for help. Who do you want helping you when you're working with these cards? Now, you may be thinking, okay, that's a little bit hibbity-jibbity, or that's a little bit spiritual. I don't want to be working with any entities. Fret not. Help can be in a variety of different ways. It can come as divine figures, like the gods and goddesses of ancient Greece, if you will, or it can come as your higher self, your higher knowledge. Or maybe it could be the help of what's in the cards. So let's go, for example, the Mermaid Tarot, if I will. The Mermaid Tarot, the help probably can be from Poseidon, if you will, if you want to do gods or goddesses, the ancient Greece god of the sea / ocean. Or maybe is actual mermaids. You want to channel your inner mermaid, or merfolk, if I will. Let's say that. You want to channel the inner merfolk in your heart, your soul. Whatever your help is, there's no right or wrong way of asking for help. I mean, even asking yourself to help you with this, to separate from the conscious to the subconscious, because you want that intuition to be unlocked, and is bringing those thoughts that are in your subconscious into your conscious brain. Okay? Let's go on to the next letter. E, for energy. What kind of energy are you looking for in your decks? Now, some people pick up energy by just like picking up a box. Like I pick up the Terra Apocalypse and I feel there's this strong energy with this. Like it's destructive, but it's going to make me more aware of what I need to hear. There's a lot of power in this deck. Some people are feelers when it comes to energy. Some people see energy. So if I was going to do that, Terra Apocalypse, for example, I can see like a powerful energy coming through this deck of cards. I also see the end of the world kind of thing. Like that's the vision I get. I mean, yeah, it's a little bit scary, but in the same time too, maybe the end of the world is not the end of days. It's more the end of old habits. It's going to destroy those old habits and make them new, if you will. Yeah, a little bit scary, but, you know, that's the way it goes sometimes. Let's go on to the next letter. B, as in base. What kind of base do you want for your decks? I was starting to get into this a little bit. I talked about tarot, I talked about oracle, Lenormand, Kipper, La Baraja Española. There's so many bases. There are so many bases that you can go off on. No way is the correct way to see the future or to gain insight with your own intuition, with your own inner wisdom. There's so many different ways that I love it. So, what kind of base are you looking at? If you were going to say, well, I'm looking for a tarot deck, okay, I will go a little bit further with that. So like, okay, are you looking at Rider-Waite-Smith? Are you looking at Thoth or Toth? Are you looking at Marseille? Are you looking at like Dreams of Gaia tarot deck, which is a different system altogether? There's a lot of variety in it that you can go off on. Let us talk about the next letter. O, for ownership. Do you see yourself owning this deck of cards? Now that is a tricky question, because right now you're like, okay, I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it. Hold up. Before you say, I want it, one more time to me. Do you see yourself working with this deck of cards? Or do you see yourself collecting the art for these cards? Really think about this. Let it simmer in your cauldron for a little bit longer. Because sometimes we get the impulsive need to buy. Because we're like, we want to have this. It's calling me. It's calling me. Hold on. Gentle seekers and witches, hold on. Take control of that impulsiveness and rein it back in. Rein it back in for me. Good. Now that you're calm, do you see yourself owning these cards? Chances are, yeah, you probably see yourself owning this deck of cards because it's a perfect fit for you or whatever not. But really think about it. Okay? Let's go on to the next letter. S, for simplicity. This one is very complicated in some ways, because there are some readers who can read with one image and they know what the card is about. They know how to interpret it very well. And they don't do well with the complicated cards because there's too much going on. They just need one image to focus on. But it's so hard to do because there's so much in the cards. You're like, okay, I'm going to lose my place. Then there's some of us who are very open-minded and we can see the different facets of the card. And when we get into simple cards with one image, we're like, well, I don't see the card like that. I see the card differently. where's this image? Or that the image doesn't make sense. You know, like you probably will hear me say that, I will admit, with certain decks. Like I'm one who strains in the middle, I'll say. I like simple cards to read, but I want to be able to expand my mind with different ideas than just one idea. So it depends on what kind of reader you are. No way is the correct way, no way is the wrong way. It's okay. If you are a person who prefers the simple one card, one image, or if you want the one card with multiple images, it doesn't matter. You are still valid. You are still heard. Your intuition works best for you, and you know it alone. Let us do the last letter. S for storytelling. Are you able to tell a story with the cards? Now, here's the thing. Some cards are going to be very tricky to read. I get that. I completely understand. There's times I'm like, what does this card mean? But then I remember, look at the image. Maybe it can tell you a story. There are some decks that won't have an image on the story. In particular, Marseille decks. I will admit that. Marseille tends to be more pips, so you also have to memorize the image in your head a little bit. Like, okay, what is the story about? Kind of thing. Or if you are a person who deals well with not telling stories, you prefer the pips, that's fine too. You know, it's not like, okay, you have to be able to tell a story no matter what. That's a fine threshold. I prefer to tell a story with my cards when I do card readings for people because I want to be able to connect with them in their lives. For me, probably Marseille won't work for me because I want to be able to tell a story in the image, but I don't see that. I only see like 5 swords, for example, on the 5 of swords card. And I'm like, well, what does that mean? I don't understand that. So, just take a breather and think about it. Now that we've gone through the boss, are you sure you want that deck? If so, congratulations. That deck will find a great joy with you. And if not, that's okay too. Sometimes you have to go a little bit further though. Sometimes you have to research the deck before you go and get it. Sometimes you have to pick out your favorite cards from anything, from major arcana to minor arcana. Whatever that might be, just do it. Make it make sense for you. With that being said, gentle seekers and witches, this is the end of video book number 3 / lesson number 2, The Boss, a lesson in choosing a deck. Thank you so much for checking out this video book. If you want to book me for a professional reading, please look down in the description box down below, and you will find my email address as well as my social media channels, such as Facebook and Instagram. Also in the description box below, you will find links to Venmo, Cashapp, and PayPal if you want to donate to Hecate's Library of Mystical Arts. I and the library thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts if you decide to donate. Also in the description box below, you will find links of where you can purchase the Card of the Day deck. In case if you're interested in Tarot Apocalypse, there are links for you down below from Llewellyn Worldwide, Los Barrel, and Magic.com. If you have any questions, gentle seekers or witches, please feel free to leave it down in the comments below. I'll be glad to answer any question that you may have. You will also see in the description box down below the music that we use for this video book. If you want this video book for your own personal library, please give this video book a thumbs up. If you want to join Hecate's Library of Mystical Arts' Odyssey, hit the subscribe button down below. And if you want an owl to deliver to your electronic device of when another video book is ready for you to check out, hit the notification bell. With that being said, gentle seekers and witches, keep making magic in your everyday life. Blessed be.